I thought I would record this just in case we get snowed out and we lose a day. So I'm kind of recording the orientation for the first day. I hope we don't have to use it, but in case we do, here we are. So this is our Blackboard start page, and obviously you're going to start here. But what I'm going to do is show you our session and what it looks like, what each session will look like. You go to class sessions, you'll go to session 1, chapter 14, and all of our classes will look like this. This is how we'll start the week out. So I just wanted you to see that if you hear a puppy dog barking, it's because I have one behind me, and she's not used to me doing this. I have 4 puppies. 3 of them are used to it, and the other one's kind of like, what are you doing? So let's kind of get started. This is the overall agenda for each week. And I'll put her outside so she won't be barking. Okay, so here we are. This is our agenda for the day. This will tell you Monday we're doing orientation. Wednesday we're going to do chapter 4 overview. And Friday we're going to do homework and the practice sets in class. So that's kind of set you up for the week. This right here, online meeting link, for those of you who've had me in class before, you know that I connect with your laptops and preview lectures or exercises via laptops. And so this is the online meeting link. All you have to do is click on it and follow the prompts, and then that will connect you to whatever material that I'm sharing. That leaves the projector open for everybody to see each other so we can interact. So that's the really big thing. Each one of our meetings, or each one of our sessions, each class, will have a link to the meeting. So make sure you bring a laptop. I think a tablet should connect alright. It's kind of small on your cell phone, so it's hard to follow. You'll want to be able to follow it because as we do the exercises and as we do the practice set, you will be able to work along with me with paper, which is what we suggest. So, and I'll give you more details on that as we go through this orientation. The other thing I want to show you is, go back to class sessions. Right here, in case the lights go out, this is text access for me. What you'll have to do is, let me show you if I open this up. Sure it will. We're working on it. This allows us to text and not reveal everybody's phone numbers. So if you will go to your cell phone and do 81010 and put in this code, this will connect you to this classroom. That way when we get disconnected, I will be able to chat with you. I will also be able to tell you what's going on. Because usually when we lose connection via the video, that means the telephone lines are down also, and that also means I don't have internet access. Or at least that's generally been the case. So this way I have a connection with you. Also, it has a really nice chat feature on it that I'll show you how to use once everybody gets connected. That will help us stay in contact. So this is a new thing. We'll see how it works, okay? So let's go back to class sessions. And this agenda that we were talking about. So this is kind of standard procedure. On down, as we look at this, this is a message from the president, who happens to be Kids President. I don't know if you know who it is or not, but it should make you smile. I'm not going to play it now. It's about 7 minutes, and you can play that on your own time. The other thing I need for you to do is go to Student Profile and click on that. It's a monkey survey. Fill that out to the best of your ability, and that will help me understand how I can help you. And I think most of everybody has had me in this class, so you kind of know how we use that. This is where you're going to submit your work. We have a practice set and a homework set. And each one of these will have a Excel package in it that has the activities that we need to complete for the week. This is an introduction discussion board that I need for you to do. So you just click on that, add a thread, tell me about yourself. And then each week, this is for extra credit, guys, and it's about a point a piece, but over the semester, it adds up to, close to 10 to 15 extra points. Read the chapter, post a question or something new that you've learned from that chapter, and then I will address those in class, especially the questions. Finally, this is something we're going to try. As long as everybody has a code for the software, we may be able to eliminate some of this, but we'll see. We may still have to do both. This actually takes you to the software and allows you to work through the practice set that is also found here. So we'll talk about this in class. And finally, here is your chapter quiz. So that's kind of what each week will look like. We'll adapt from there, okay? So let's kind of go through and go through some administrative stuff here. Again, here is the meeting link. Again, my agenda. So I would like for you to watch YouTube. I would like for you to do that student profile. If we are in class, I will ask you, as I call your name, what's the hardest thing about accounting for you? Now, if we're snowed in and you're listening to this, please email me this question. What is the hardest thing about accounting for you? And answer it so that we can talk about that, so I can help you learn to like accounting. Now, this is going to be a flipped classroom, which means you read, you do the quizzes, and you watch video overviews, both chapter and exercises outside of the classroom. We're going to try to do in class all the exercises and all the homework. Also, we'll probably try to do all of the tests in class. So we've just kind of flipped the way it is. I'm not fond of lecturing. If anything, I will spend 5 to 10 minutes going over difficult concepts at the beginning of the class. And then how this course will work, well, we're going to have SurveyMonkey. We're going to use GoToMeeting, which is how we connect. We'll probably do some YouTube videos. Definitely have YouTube videos for the chapter overview and for the exercises. I always give demonstration exercises to help you get through this. And may use the course software. Again, we need to talk about that. So what are you going to do in this class? You're going to look at how management uses accounting software or accounting information. And in particular, we're going to look at job cost. We're going to look at process cost. We're going to look at activity-based costing, break-even analysis, variable costing, master budgets, flexible budgets. We're going to look at variances and standard costing. Then we're going to kind of walk over into finance a bit and look at MPV, which is net present value and internal rate of return, which will help you when you go into a four-year college in finance. And finally, we look at capital budgeting. All of these are very fun. They're exciting and they're fun. I'm going to try to keep away from journal entries. So those of you who are not fond of journal entries, smile for me now. We're going to try to really look at how you use these processes in a work environment. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. So things to remember. This might be redundant for some of you, but let's go back and look at things to remember. If you go to Start here, and you scroll down, things to remember, okay? You really have to be here. Attendance is really important because I do go over the exercises and the homework. And you're going to miss out on an awful lot of information if you miss a class. So try to be here. I will try, if we have inclement weather, because we are in the winter, the class will be recorded so that you can watch it via video. That should be helpful for everybody. So the last date to withdraw with no record on your transcript is April 9th. Oh wow, 20,156. We're way into the future. It's supposed to be 2016. And remember that withdrawal may affect your financial aid. You guys kind of know my policy on phones. You can have them on vibrate. You can answer a text. If I'm trying to explain something or we're in the middle of talking, it would be nice if you ignored it until I got through. Again, no swearing in the classroom. Kind of be respectful to everybody. We're all in the same ship. We're trying to row here, so let's hang together. If you're going to be absent, let me know. I don't care why you're absent, but I need to know you're still interested in the class. Don't just disappear on me. Okay, let me know what's going on. Let me help you, okay? Make sure your email is functioning, and you need to check it at least once a day. If I email something that's really important, I will probably also text you that I emailed that using the Remind 101, just to remind you to check your email because it's going to be really important. Plagiarism, don't even try it. I'm really good at catching students who try to use other people's work or don't use their full potential. You're only cheating yourself, okay? So please don't try it. You can have drinks and silent food in the classroom. By silent, I had a student tell me that people eating potato chips and crunchy things really bothered her and them, and when I thought about it, it's probably true because our classrooms don't have any acoustical softening, so that crunching really bounces all over the place. So, and it's also enhanced because we're on video, and the video picks up every little sound. So, kind of be careful about that. If you're going to miss a class, make sure somebody takes notes for you. Coming in and saying, "Hey, can you catch me up? Did I miss anything?" will not get you very far. Of course you missed something. And I can't catch you up. So have somebody take notes for you, okay? Keep track of your assignments in Blackboard. I try to keep them current and up to date. I'm usually within a week. So, and I will hound you about this. Don't get behind. Try to be on time for class, which is always nice. Walking in late kind of changes the tempo of the class. It distracts people. It especially does this in a video class, just simply because the noise is enhanced. So try to be on time. Assignments can be changed, and maybe sometimes will be changed simply because if you're not getting something or if there's something new I think you need to know, I will add it. Number one reason for failing this course is falling behind in the work, which means you haven't been here. So don't fall behind. Stay on top of it. If you're having trouble, let me know immediately. We'll figure out what to do. And I need to have all your work submitted via Blackboard, if you would, please. Again, important dates down at the bottom. So those are the things to remember. So let me know if you have questions about that. I probably just did a bad thing because I thought it might click me back to where I didn't want to go. Next thing is up is how to evacuate the building. In Monticello, we go out the door and go to the right, and we're outside. In Crawfordsville, I'm not sure. So please check after you leave class the best way to get out of the building, if you would, please. So I am running at, wow. Running at 15 minutes and 19 seconds, and I will probably stop here and start another video for you. So we're going to stop with how to evacuate the building, and I'll come back and go over the syllabus and the weekly calendar. Maybe not. Yeah, let's keep going. Maybe this will be a 20-minute one. Maybe I can do it in 20 minutes. So let's look at the syllabus here very quickly. So the syllabus is our standard. Okay, probably the most important part of the syllabus is this, right here. Well, let me explain that. Class participation is actually the practice sets. There are 11 of them. 10 of them will count, and that will be 400 points. I've got 11 quizzes. 10 of them will count. The 10 with the highest score. We have homework assignments. There are 11 sets. 10 of those will count. Now, we're going to have 4 exams at 100 points each. There are 4 of them. You have to do them all. And a comprehensive final exam will be in 2 parts. You'll have a concepts, which is going to be true, false, and multiple choice. And then you will have a hands-on practical. 50 points for the concept and 100 points for the hands-on. Typical grading scale. And all of the grades will be in Blackboard. That is probably the most important thing. I think you've read these things 1,000 times. You know the book you're using. It's the book we used for Accounting 101 last semester. It does have an access code, so I'm hoping everybody has it. We can use it to do our quizzes and maybe some of the activities that are allowed there. Again, if you need to get a hold of me, my email is the best way, or chat using Remind 101. I'm fairly online most of the time, so you should not have a problem. My supervisor or my program chair is Kelly Hatfield. She's a very nice lady, so if you get a chance, just stop by and say hi to her in Lafayette. That pretty well covers the syllabus, okay? You need to print it. I would say print the grade part of it. Also, you need to have the outline, which I'm going to go over very quickly here in a minute. You must have the textbook. There's no way around that. You may be able to rent that. If you rent it, then you would have to buy the access code if we decide to use that access code. Make sure you bring a laptop for use in the course. You have to have it about every day. If you don't have a laptop, your site does have a laptop they can loan you. I kind of told you how I teach, and I think everybody's had me, so you know how I teach, for better or worse. One thing, you have to help me, okay? So meet me halfway. I'll do whatever I can to help you. We do have a tutor, tutor.com, 24/7. I don't know if we'll have a tutor this year at White County, and I'm not sure what they have at Crawfordsville. I'll check that out and find out. Quite honestly, I don't think you'll need a tutor. You're going to do just fine. Simply because you can email me anytime for help, okay? Let's look at the course outline. Let me show you how it works, and then we will be very close to being done. Start here. Wait a minute, I think I might have that here. I do. How's that? There you go. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so this is very simple. Week 1, we're going to do a chapter a week, straight up. Practice, what we're going to do. Now, you don't have to remember these numbers because they're all going to be pulled out and put into a spreadsheet for you. So you'll have forms to fill out. Same thing with homework. You're not going to have to search through for this stuff. These are in your book, so if you want to read about them, they're there and ready to go. It's a chapter quiz every week. That's up to you to get it done. You have three tries at it. They're not timed, so you should do fairly well on all of them. And these are the topics that will be addressed in each week. Very simple, as easy as I could get it. And then every 3 weeks we're going to have a chapter test. So keep this, be sure you print this. This is going to help you. All of this is also going to be in Blackboard so that you don't get lost or confused in the rush of things. You know, all communication is through email, and everything needs to be turned in via Blackboard. So, things to have done for Wednesday. Print the full syllabus, I say, but just make sure you print that grade part of it. Complete that discussion board, the introduction. One question about Chapter 14. Read Chapter 14. Make sure you bring computers. A computer to class, and a calculator is always helpful. We are doing accounting. I think that's it. Make sure you also sign up for Remind 101. And email me what you find to be the hardest thing about accounting. And that wraps it up. So how much time did I take?